Hello, viewer. I hope your day is going fine. I am back, playing some more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Last time we didn't really do anything. Just went around, tried to refamiliarize ourselves with the new layout of the colony. And we also met the 3 new kids on the block. They seem interesting at first glance, and they most likely have their own stories to tell. And now we need to decide what we're gonna do for this year. I don't actually think that we have a goal that we were currently going towards. Oh, we're actually pretty close to clearing a combat milestone. And I don't know what that is. Let's see what kind of perk we would get. Okay, +2 combat. And if we're doing fine, we're gonna get an extra one, and that should be just enough. You've heard Security Chief Rat is on the lookout for lookouts. Heh. That is, for kids to chill out on top of the walls all afternoon and count Xenos. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once-over, eyes narrowed. Alright, he says. Look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say? You're not gonna get one over me. I have maxed out perception. You can read the sign easily. It says, if you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Huh, what a weird sign. What does that mean? The rat nods in approval. Good, you pass. Come back next month and I'll put you on the roster. And we have unlocked lookout duty. And there we have it. That was easy. We unlocked weapons in the shop. We do have a bit of kudos to burn. Now, if I could only remember which way it was. It's up here, right? Yeah, this is command. We have a sports ball. Taste gloves. +20 combat. +2 to physical pairs. Drone rifle. +50 combat. And double bonus for physical pairs. Oh, wow. We're probably never gonna be able to gather that much kudos. But it's really enticing. We also get a targeting auto helm. Looks more like a gas mask than a helm. But what do I know? And it auto plays your best hand. But -2 to all the cards. Okay, this has -2 to cards, like in general, and not the final score. I'm not sure what kind of player this is meant to have. We do have one bonus to pairs with this doll, which also gives persuasion. Doesn't seem to be actually that much important for us. We are still reaping the benefits of our pet here. And with toughness, we're actually doing very fine. We do not need anything more. If I were to buy any of these, obviously if I could afford it, I would buy the rifle. Right now, I could just blow all my kudos on a taste glove. But I am not sure exactly how much combat is ahead in our future. Let's see how geoponics is going then. I hope they managed to rebuild it fine. Okay, nothing seems to have changed here. That's good, I guess. You know what? If we work on our organizing just a little bit, we could unlock another gear slot, which would greatly increase our options. So let's do that. First, let's check what Lookout Duty does. +3 perception, +1 animals, +1 friendship with an anemone. Well, too bad we don't actually need the skill increases from this. And delivering supplies is the one that slowly increases our organizing. The mood is somber as Mars calls the secret Fun Times Club meeting to order. Oh, we're still doing that. That's nice. Anemone won't be joining us today, she announces. Or, probably ever again. She told me she's too busy with training and stuff. And she didn't want to do any more sneaking around. She sniffs dismissively. It's okay, she was kind of a square anyway. But we need someone to replace her. I don't know, Mars. Anemone and square in the same sentence doesn't feel right. It's probably just an excuse though. So, we're going to investigate the people from this new ship, she says. What are they like? What do they like to do for fun? More importantly, can we recruit them to the SFC? Mars stops and holds up her finger. Oh, and it's just SFC now. The secret Fun Times Club was okay when we were little, but we're practically adults now. Okay, but it still has to stand for something, even if we just call it SFC. What about the new Governor Lam? Tang asks. I know he's technically an adult, but he's fairly young. I'd say he's in his early to mid-20s. It would be beneficial to have someone with some actual clout on our side. I don't know. That guy gives me the creeps. I'd rather not interact with him at all. Mars gives Tang a withering look. We already have someone important in the club, Tang, but thank you for your contribution. She crosses her arms and thinks. I mean, Lam's alright. Kind of dumb, but like, you don't have to be smart to be hot, you know? I can't believe we just let him be in charge. To be fair, he came at us with soldiers, with guns. Not like we could do anything else. And if they were telling the truth, then he is technically the captain, on account of everyone above him dying. Still, I've listened in on some of his council meetings, and they are total chaos. It's like he has no idea what he's doing. Well, obviously. If he was just a guy on the ship, probably just a common soldier with high ambitions, then of course he's not going to. Oh. Who do you approach to join the club? You see, now this is weird. These guys, well, they just arrived. I'm pretty sure there is no functional way for you to get 10 friendship at this point. Well, okay, if you were spending every waking moment with them, then maybe. Not sure what the game expects us to have done at this point. Interesting. But so far, we have nobody. You haven't really clicked with any of the Helio kids, and you know better than to suggest an adult. Now that's a whole bunch of organizing. If we could have another 5, then it would be done already. Do a quick sweep, just in case anyone decided they have something to tell us. Apparently they do not. What's up, Nomi? You are working off of creativity? I should have guessed. And Rex is... engineering. Never would have guessed. I'm guessing your bravery. No, your combat. Okay. Well, in that case, we don't have really anything in common with any of these kids. So we're just gonna be doing our thing. You're charged with delivering a special package from Administrator Seek to Chief Engineer Instance. The wrapping is so fancy. Seek must have nano-printed the pretty handkerchief and ribbon specially for this package. You can't help but stare, but Seek snaps at you to mind your own business and get to work. Yikes, alright. Touchy much? Tang laughs when she sees you in engineering holding Seek's gift. Again, she says, rolling her eyes. You try to hand her the package, but she looks at it like it's a stick of dynamite. Oh no. I don't want any part of this, she insists. Just go through those doors and give it to Instance, if you want to ruin everyone's day. Okay, so what is in it? We can't give in to curiosity and open it. Decent card, but we're not really building for mental. I dare say We might even want to lose some of these. Whatever. Instance is obviously frustrated at being interrupted, and even more so when she sees what you're delivering. Oh, really? She says, ripping off her safety goggles and pinching the bridge of her nose. No, I don't want it. You ask what she wants you to do with it, and she waves her hand at you dismissively. Go shove it up Zeke's ass if you can find room with the big stick they keep up there already, she spits. She leaves. Okay, so what is it? So they have a history. Is this an attempt at apology? Is Zeke trying to win her back? You have so many questions. Too bad it's none of your business. Honestly, you aren't even sure you want to know. What if they were dating? Ugh. Well, now we have to open it and see. Since the original recipient didn't want it. You tear away the pretty wrapping to reveal a small wooden carving. It's smooth and warm, and you can see where real tools shape the wood, not a nanoprinter. Zeke must have put a lot of time and effort into it. It's clearly a carving of Instance. Oh, that's actually kinda sweet. Her hard expression is instantly recognizable, even if the rest of her is, naked. Yep, she's sure naked. You quickly cover it back up before someone sees you holding a naked lady doll. I don't think I want to keep that. And I'm also not sure giving it back is such a good idea. They would obviously know that we opened the package. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. You detour through the nanoprinter material recycling room and drop the package in the chute. Whatever it was for, it'll be separated into its base molecules and churned into new shoes or whatever. Yeah, that's a really convenient way of disposing of stuff. And now they'll never know. Zeke looks excited by your return. Did she like it? What did she say? You lie and tell them that Instance loved it. Zeke is overjoyed and gives you a nice fat tip. Hopefully this won't come back to bite you in the butt. I give it 2 days. And we are just one short. We're gonna get it some other time. Because we are in dust season. That usually means something is gonna happen. Gonna take a quick look around. Man, I don't really want to say it, but it feels like increasing the size of the colony has been actually detrimental. Now I have to walk everywhere. Okay, what's up, Dad? Poland's over. You should be perfectly fine. Just the person I was hoping to see. Your dad jogs over with a sunny smile. Hey, you wanna get your hands dirty? Well, more dirty. The survey teams are bringing in a ton of animals we're working on domesticating, and we could use your help. Oh, sweet. You already know your way around the shovel, so I figured you wouldn't mind stopping by sometimes and giving your old man a hand, he says, pointing towards the animal paddocks. Kelly's helping out too, so you'll have a friend to work with. And if you happen to be out with the survey teams, keep an eye out for more animals to bring home. Ooh, is that actually a thing we can do now? We might have to check. Sure thing. Your dad smiles. Great, see you there. Unlock tending animals in geoponics. That's very nice. And how does that look? Animals and empathy. Oh, that's probably our only source of empathy here. It kinda shows. Demi was the one with all the empathy. And we know what happened. I think this colony could really use some more empathy, actually. Too bad none of these new people are going to be in charge of it. 35 stress. I was actually thinking doing something a bit more stressful. And then in middle of dust, we take a quick relaxing break and then spend the rest of dust exploring a little. So for now, I don't really think it matters. So maybe, how are we on bravery? 49? Let's give it above 50. I have a feeling we are going to be needing at least 50 very soon. You're not sure what to expect when you finally muster the courage to go back to the sports ball pitch after the big attack. Just passing by it reminds you of losing Com. It all feels so senseless and uncaring. Security Chief Rat is here to address you all before you get back to practice. You sit on the bleachers next to Anemone to hear what he has to say. No one feels the loss of kombucha more than everyone on this sports ball pitch right now, Rat says solemnly. You're all the ones who knew him best, and the ones he loved the most. You hear Anemone taking a shaking breath beside you. Okay, I do know that she kinda wants to take this personally and doesn't like it when people go up to comfort her. But still, it's just basic decency, you know? You wrap your arm around Anemone's shoulders and she leans against you. She's trembling. Red clears his throat. Kombucha gave his life in the hope that the people of this colony could one day live in peace. You honor his memory by being here today to continue to play the game he loved. From now on, I'll coach sports ball in his place. Anemone shoots to her feet. You're not Con, she yells. You'll never be as good as him. He's dead because of you. The rest of the kids mutter, some in agreement, and others amazed at Anemone's audacity. Well, if anyone, she is allowed to say those things, even though technically they're not really too true. I doubt it was anyone's fault that the attack happened. We could have made the walls a little stronger. I do give you that. Red only looks sad, holding his hands out for silence. Com's death affects us all, he says. I feel your pain, because it's mine as well. Let's turn that energy to the field, okay? He wouldn't want us to stop playing sports ball because of him. No one feels up to forming teams and playing against each other, so you just work on skills today. Your heart's not in it, and neither is Anemone's. During water breaks, she sits by herself and doesn't want to talk to anyone. Yeah, she is on her way to process this. But it's still just too soon, you know. Vertumnalia Festival is a welcome day of normalcy in an otherwise chaotic year. Despite some lingering rivalry between the two factions, Vertumnalia is a chance for the Helios and the Stratos to come together and appreciate the bounty of the planet. At least, that's what the adults say. As Governor Lum takes the stage to address the colony, you can't help but notice the crowd has segregated itself according to their ship of origin. Yeah, that's gonna take some time to beat. Maybe even a full generation. But hopefully, we're gonna get there. Rex shoots you away from over on the Strato side, and Nomi makes a silly face. Vase is surrounded by other young soldiers, all looking sharp in their heliopause uniforms. With Kel standing beside you, you wonder if the two ships will ever feel like one colony. This fucking guy. A fanfare plays over the square's announcement system. Lum's honor guard do a complex drill with their drone rifles. "Greetings, people of Vertamna," Lum says, his voice ringing out over the square. "We may be far from our beautiful Earth, but we can still celebrate and be thankful for what we have here. We've worked hard to save this beleaguered little colony from the brink of destruction, and should be proud of our work." The Helios cheer. Your side of the square is more quiet. I know some of you have been asking, "Lum, how are you going to do it all by yourself? How are you going to run the colony, solve everyone's problems, turn this planet into a paradise, and look this good?" Lum strikes the pose to a smattering of polite applause. Oh, this guy is just so goddamn full of himself. "Well, I have the answer for you," he continues. "The old council made a lot of bad choices, like illegally leaving Earth, but I believe in second chances. So I've appointed the original department heads to my own council, Lum's Council 2.0. Better not disappoint me," he laughs and makes finger guns at the department heads at the foot of his podium. "Stay on your toes, Stratos." "I also want to promise everyone here today that we're going to make Vertamna safe for humans," Lum says. "The next time those bastard Xenos attack, we're going to blow them to so many little pieces there won't be enough left to wipe off our boots. We've already got the defenses," he says, gesturing broadly to the new, taller, thicker walls. "And we're building homes for everyone. Homes where people can raise children again, knowing that our military men and women are keeping us safe." Yeah, we still don't have the question answered. Why a ship full of military personnel went through the wormhole after us? Something must have happened on Earth. But the adults are not saying anything about that. Big cheers from both sides this time. Some of the colonists around you even have tears in their eyes, especially those who lost family in the last attack. Lum goes on for a while, lionizing the Heliopose's military strength and casting subtle digs at your failed colony experiment. Finally, the crowd disperses to set up the square for the afternoon festivities, some traditional and some new. At the tables, Aunt Anne and the kids are setting out the spread for dinner. There's an unimaginable amount of food, thanks to the Heliopose's huge ration surplus, and the piles upon piles of Xeno meat from the hunting parties, for those who can stomach it. Anne is all smiles, clearly making an effort to move on, as Lum mandated, despite still mourning her lost son Com. But not even the festive atmosphere can force a smile onto Anemone's face. Yeah. I'm with you, Anemone. This is basically a hostile takeover. And they're just paying lip service. Yeah, who do these Helio jerks think they are? Right, Mars exclaims. This slum guy is a tool, Did you hear what he said about us? How crass. Like, have some respect. Pretty sure he has none. This arrives carrying a big Torino stew. And now they're just taking over and everybody is okay with this. The adults are bigger cowards than I thought. Mars looks at this in shock that they agree on something for once. The chime sounds to announce that the square is set up for the annual competitions. What do you choose this year? We appear to have some new things. The boat wrestling seems to have been retired. We got Xeno wrangling, talent show, trivia, or a bake-off. Should we participate in any of these? I barely have enough combat for the Xeno wrangling. Oh, on the off chance that we get some organizing from the bake-off. This might be good for us. Let's go with this one. The bake-off is a new challenge this year in celebration of the great surplus of food. Today's theme is chili. Spicy bean stew, not pixie beans though. Cal, that's a gourmet earth dish with alien ingredients. And this is a hard challenge. Probably because it's Vertomnalia. And that we don't have too much organizing. But since this is a festival, we don't actually have to feel bad about not being able to clear it. But we will see. We do have some pretty powerful cards with us. And here we go, challenge completed. I did have to use a couple of my mushwood logs and one Xeno egg. But it's probably worth it. Plus one organizing, exactly what we needed. You make a chili that is so perfectly balanced, one of the judges cries, and not just from the spice level. You win the cooking competition. Oh, and it's a rainbow card with a value of 8. That's actually pretty awesome. After the festivities, the mood in the colony is a lot lighter. You see people smiling easier and often see mixed groups of Helios and Stratos socializing together. It feels like the first time people have actually let themselves relax. And we have an additional gear slot. That's great. Okay, I totally forgot the Vertomnalia festival was right around the corner. So now we don't actually need to take a rest. And we just can go out and explore. And for that, I'm gonna equip the blast cutter. And in the next episode, we're going to go and take a look outside. For now, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this story, then please give the video a like. If you don't mind my horrible voice, then check out my channel. I play some other games you might like. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, take care of yourselves, and have as nice a day as you can make it.